Lovely to meet you.
God, the bright lights.
The bright lights are everywhere. They are everywhere.
We set? Set. Okay.
How you doing?
I'm fine, thank you.
Good. Awesome.
Fine. Just to start, obviously this is the 8th instalment in the franchise. And first I say well done. I really enjoyed the movie. I really like the way you explore the characters, behind the actual boxing mats of the film.
Appreciate that.
So what I would like to know, just sort of start at the beginning. When you got the call from MGM, how did you feel?
No, I got the call on set of another TV show called Grownish that I was shooting with Kenya, trying to see my TV chops. I wanted to learn a bit about TV. So when I got the call, I was ecstatic. I was excited, but at the same time, I had doubt. I guess you can say it's the same thing that Creed is going through in the film. It came with questions. It came with worry. If is it going to be as good as Creed 1? What's the script like? How the Drago's portrayed? And then just nervous about the expectations. I saw fans going crazy after Creed 1 in a good way, and those who wanted Creed 2, they wanted a certain level of drama. They wanted a certain level of fight, and it was like, oh man, I have to fulfill all those, and I have to step into these guys' shoes, Sly and Ryan Coogler, to pull up the project. So it was mixed emotions, I would say. Mixed emotions.
And The Land was your first film. Can you just take us through the moment you got into Sundance? You did quite well.
Yeah, no, I got into Sundance. It was a surreal experience going into Sundance. I think with my film being small and being more like a hometown love story, then able to go to Sundance, sell the film, and have it in theaters, it was my first movie, so it's like that's something that you dreamed about. But that whole experience just felt good because I was doing it with people who I loved. The talent behind the camera, obviously, was people I went to film school with, and the people in front grew to be like my family, and so they were just all excited for me, I guess, to have my first feature film out there. But it definitely opened doors in a major way. You know what I mean? I'm here now, in London talking about Creed, but it definitely was a game changer, I guess, for me in my career.
So moving from like a homegrown movie which was about $10 million, the budget?
Which one?
The Land.
Oh, no, it was like close to $1 million. Yeah, it was very...
Is it $30-40 million for a Creed 2?
Bigger film.
So how did you actually handle that production in terms of the change?
Yeah, I think
massively.
with the production change, I mean, the crew is bigger. You know what I mean? Ultimately, you have to get your vision across more department heads. I never worked with visual effects before because my first film was so small, so this one was like my first time. Stuff like that you learn, but you hire pros that back you and support the vision and understand it. Ultimately, what I just stayed focused on was areas to explore new things, you know what I mean, that wasn't done in a franchise, and characters. Like you said, you love the characters in the film. That goes for anything, a short film, a commercial, a music video. If you can get people to care about them, everything else doesn't really matter. And so I let the other departments play in the bigger fields and the stuff that I didn't know, but I just really try to focus on the story, the fundamentals of filmmaking, which kind of drowns out any sound of like, oh, it's a small project to a bigger one. You just like, I just want to make sure there's an arc and that people care.
So talk about the story, the black love story, the black lead.
Yeah, black love is huge.
Why is that still so rare in Hollywood?
Oh my God, why is it rare in Hollywood? A good question, Hollywood. Why is it so rare? No, I mean, for me, I'm excited that, that was one of the reasons why I jumped on the project. If not that, it was that, and obviously being able to work with Ryan Coogler and Mike B, who are executive producers on the project, and showing this black movement, behind the camera, behind the scenes. I've seen nothing to this caliber, this big of a project where we had huge black producers and a black director, and I brought on a black writer as well. But ultimately, to have black love on camera, it's beautiful. You know what I mean? I think it's one of those situations where we get to show us being in a universal theme, which is love, which is relationship, which are growing pains, and show that it can translate no matter what country, what race you are, but even though these characters are people of color, it's huge, and I felt like we want to use that as a platform, why Hollywood hasn't caught up with it. Let's say these are some of the the pushes that we're going for. This one in particular, and there's other films out there that I know is doing it, and filmmakers. I know Beale Street is coming out, or if not, it's out now, and I love Barry Jenkins. He's a friend of mine. That shows black love all over it, so I think doors are definitely opening.
So a massive career move. Are you watching the box office figures?
The box. I just watched them yesterday. Actually, I wasn't while we were putting the film together or when the film was out.